Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve exercise 7.1 from the textbook of CBSE Board NCERT Mathematics of grade 6. So let's start. Exercise 7.1. So here this is the first question. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Okay, so this exercise is based on fraction, and the basic important points of fraction I have explained in my previous video. I am giving the link in the description as well as here up. You can click on that and you can move directly to that video. There I have explained important points of fraction. If you know all those points, it will be very easy for you to solve any exercise regarding fraction. Okay, so now let's solve the exercise. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Okay, so how to represent? So for that you have to see how many parts are there, and in that how many parts are shaded. Now here in this triangle we have 1 2 3 4 parts, and from 4 parts there are only 2 parts are shaded. So how we are going to write the fraction? First up 2, and below we have to write 4, and in between them we have to draw a line. Okay, so why 2? Because there are 2 shaded parts. And why 4? Because there are 4 equal parts. Okay, now in the second one we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 parts are shaded, and altogether we have 9 parts. So we have to write it as 8 upon 9. Okay, now here we have altogether 8 balls. From 8 balls, there are 4 balls are shaded. So we have to write a fraction as 4 upon 8. Now here we have 4 equal parts, and from 4 we have only 1 shaded part. So 1 upon 4 is the answer for this fourth one. Next here we have 3 shaded parts, and altogether we have 3 4 5 6 7 parts. So the answer for you is 3 upon 7. Next here we have flowers, and there are 12 flowers. From 12 we have there are only 3 flowers are shaded. So we have to write a fraction as 3 upon 12. Okay, now here there are pencils, and all the pencils are shaded. So we have to write 10 upon 10 because there are 10 pencils. Now here we have 4 parts shaded, and altogether we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So the fraction will be 4 upon 9. Now here we have petals. How many petals we have? We have 8 petals, and from 8 there are 4 petals are shaded. So the fraction will be 4 upon 8. Now here this is an insect, and all the parts are unequal. So we can't take that there are parts. So we will, as they have given here the line, so it is divided as a half. Okay, means half one side and half one side. So one side half is shaded and another side half is not shaded. So we can write fraction for this as a half, 1 upon 2. Okay, now let's move to the second question. Color the part according to the given fraction. Okay, so now here they have given the fraction as 1 upon 6. Means one part should be shaded, but let's check are there 6 parts? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, so we have to shade here one part. Okay, now here we have 4 parts, and we have to shade one part from that. Now here we have 3 parts, and we have to shade one part. Here we have 4 parts, and we have to shade 3 parts. Here we have 9 parts, and in that we have to shade 4 parts. Okay, now let's move to the third question. Identify the error if any. Okay, so for this question you have to check my previous video. See here, there is one important point that whenever we write a fraction for any figure, we have to check that that figure should be divided into equal parts. Okay, see here in this triangle, this part is bigger than this one, right? So we can't say that this triangle is divided into equal parts. This is also not divided into equal parts, and this is also not divided into equal parts. This can be made in equal parts, but you have to draw here two more lines, then it will become as 4 parts, and 3 parts should be, we can say that 3 parts are shaded. But here it is not given that 3/4, it is given half, and 2 parts are not equal. So this fraction won't suggest this diagram. Here also see here, these 2 parts are equal, but compared to these parts, these are too small than these 2 parts. Therefore, we can't say that this rectangle is also is not we can say that this rectangle is not divided into equal parts. So the error will be the parts are not equal. Because of that, the fraction is not representing the given figure. Okay, so this is the error. Now let's move to the 4th question. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? Now for this, you should know that a day has 24 hours, and I know that you all know this. So a day has 24 hours, and they have asked us what fraction of a day is 8 hours. So the fraction will be 8/24. So because we are representing 8 hours from that 24 hours. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is 5th one. What fraction of an hour is 40 minutes? Now an hour is given and we have to represent 40 minutes from that. So for that we should know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we can write the fraction as 40/60. Okay. Now here the 6th question. Arya, Abhimanyu and Vivek shared lunch. Arya has brought 2 sandwiches, one made of vegetables and one of jam. The other 2 boys forgot to bring their lunch. Okay. Arya agreed to share his sandwiches so that each person will have an equal share of each sandwich. Okay. How can Arya divide his sandwiches so that each person has an equal share? Now for that, Arya should divide each sandwich into 3 equal parts and give 1 part of each sandwich to one of them, because there are 3 of them and he have 2 sandwiches. Okay, so he have to divide 1 sandwich into 3 parts, another sandwich into again 3 parts, so that each one will get equal part. Okay. Now the second question is, what part of a sandwich will each boy receive? So for that they will receive 1/3, because from 3 parts of one sandwich each one will get 1 part. Okay. So this is the fraction. Now let's move to the next question. 7th one. Kanchan dyes dresses. She had to dye 30 dresses. She has so far finished 20 dresses. What fraction of dresses has she finished? Okay, so for that we have to altogether there are 30 dresses, and out of that 30 dresses she have completed 20 dresses. So the fraction will be 20/30. Okay, now as we can see here, it can be converted into equivalent fraction, that is into simplest fraction, with the help of division. So I am here dividing it by 10, because we can clearly see that 20 and 30 can be get divided by 10. So we will get the answer as 2/3. Okay. This is the fraction which represents her work. Okay. Now we will move to the next question, that is 8th one. Write the natural numbers from 2 to 12. What fraction of them are prime numbers? Okay, so let's write first natural numbers from 2 to 12. Now from these we know that we have the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. So we have altogether 5 prime numbers out of this 11 numbers. So this is the fraction. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is ninth one. Write the natural numbers from 102 to 113. What fraction of them are prime number? This question is same as the previous one. So let's write the natural number from 102 to 113. Now from these numbers we know that we have these 4 prime numbers. So we have to write a fraction as 4 upon 12. There are 12 numbers. Okay. So 4 upon 12. Now next question we have as, what fraction of these circles have X in them? Okay, this cross mark is there present on some circles and some are not. So we have to write a fraction. Altogether there are 8 circles, and from 8 circles there are 4 circles which have cross mark in them. So the fraction will be 4 upon 8. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is 11th one. Kristen received a CD player for her birthday. She bought 3 CDs and received 5 others as gifts. Okay. What fraction of her total CDs did she buy and what fraction did she receive as gifts? So altogether there will be 8 series because she bought 3 series and other gifts as 5 series. So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8 series. Out of 8 she bought 3 series. Therefore the fraction for series which she bought is 3 upon 8. Okay. And the fraction of series which she received as a gift will be 5 upon 8. Okay. So this is the answer for this 11th question, and here the exercise 7.1 ends. If you like my teaching, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment box. So bye everyone.